And we're live! Happy Friday, everybody.
Yay. Oh, Todd.
Andrew, are you moving?
Moving?
Yeah.
Somebody in my comments called me a weirdo hoarder. Do I look like a weirdo hoarder?
Do you want the truth, Andrew?
Nobody's ever called me a hoarder before. I just thought that was
Your face.
Is it because I have crap behind me? I mean, really?
You're sitting in front of a coat hanger and like a box of food items. It looks like so.
Yeah, there's some Doritos up there. Yeah, I know, but they commented that I was a weirdo hoarder, and I'm like, that's a new one. I'll take it. I'll take it, but
you're not. I wouldn't call you a weirdo.
Whatever.
MK says, yeah, like Portish. When you have all the comic boxes.
You're being too nice, MK.
You have no idea. Well, the funny thing is the thing you cannot see.
To the uninformed, he says.
In that corner, there's two bookshelves here, or is there three bookshelves? I think there's three bookshelves. I can't see one of them, but in that corner, there's literally a stack of like 20 boxes of magazines and stuff back there that you can't see. I mean,
it's not hoarding if you store it in a comic shop.
We're not judging you, Andrew. It's okay. This is a safe space.
I mean, we're kind of judging him.
Well, hold on a second. I want to read the comment because
the only reason I said anything is because if I'm going to put Dusty, I'm going to put him on solo. Like Dusty just moved
like 2 days ago.
Like 2 days ago, and he has less stuff and a better arrangement.
Yes.
So this guy, Trash Metal Fun Riffs is the name of the guy on YouTube, commented,
okay,
the audio on this video is a scam. Extra cringe points for the weirdo hoarder sitting there staring into the camera making faces. Now, if I do a recording on my phone and I make a video out of it, I play the recording and I sit in front of the camera and I react to my recording of myself. And I responded, I said, "Oh no, you crushed me. I'm defeated. I'm done. He. Thanks for checking out the video. Weirdo hoarder. That's a new one, but I guess I'll take it." And then I said, the audio is a scam. What the heck does that mean? Sometimes I'm not in front of my computer when I get these calls and later add the recording to a video of me reacting to the call, which is 100% me on the call. So I'm not sure how the audio is a scam. Please enlighten me. And the guy hasn't responded. And if he doesn't respond by tomorrow, I'm going to comment that don't run up behind somebody and punch him in the back of the head and then run off like a little bitch. If you're going to make an insult, did you get donkey punched? Is that what that is when you get hit behind the? Okay, maybe
yes,
I don't want to use that.
That's what you should. That is what you should tell Avery.
I'd do a different. Oh well, actually, this guy does have a channel. Well, he has 1,097 or 1.97 thousand subscribers. He
MK says it might be one of those scammers trying to get revenge.
Well, I don't think it's a scammer. Not if he has a channel. Usually the ones that just comment and then run, they're scammers. But this guy's been, let's see, he joined in 2011.
Now you're not creepy at all. It's not weird at all to stalk like the one negative comment you got.
He's got 330. Oh, I get negative comments all the time, and I always look into them before He's got 332 videos, almost 2,000 subscribers.
Is he in your niche? What's his?
Trash Metal and Fun Riffs. He's a guitar player. He plays the guitar. So why the hell is he commenting on my channel?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Makes me wonder. Should I go back and try to piss him off? He could be some really huge, guy.
You're looking for a big huge guy?
No, I'm just saying he could be like an Avery type guy, big huge guy, and he came to my house and beat me up.
Okay, Drew, literally right now. Wait, there's someone wrong on the internet. I'll take care of that. That is literally Andrew, isn't it?
Hey,
Something's wrong. I'll be there to see.
hey, Todd, did you check out that link I sent you earlier?
Oh Lord, which one? Probably not. Did you send it on Twitter or something? X?
It's text.
Oh, no, I didn't see it. I'll have to check.
Basically, the Hawk 2 girl rubbed people.
Yeah, well, I know we all. Yeah, no. That's we're being in the Twitter space or X whatever.
Yeah,
Crypto Twitter.
I
It's pretty.
I was like, of course she did. Why didn't you? Imagine having to admit you got rugged by the Hawk 2 girl.
Well, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, do we like, Dusty? Did you see all this stuff? Did you watch the drama?
No, I haven't
You-
following it.
You've been busy with like
My
life stuff.
Apparently, she was holding like 90-something%, and then when it went up, she sold it. She
Can we
sold
do
it all.
this? This sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, the Hawk 2 girl. Like, but I think she didn't mean to. Like, I don't think she was in charge of it. I think her handler, some experience. Like, they got CoffeeZilla jumped in and like was tearing them up.
hate
I don't
that
know.
guy. I hate
I
that.
really despise that guy. I think he's a huge piece of shit. The guy makes his living like destroying people, and is just waiting. There's at some point down the road, like he's going to be on the other end of that. That guy's going to be coming down because like it's just bad karma, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
you know,
it's different if you're just investigating, but he likes to go out and destroy people, and he'll just
My-
make shit up. So
my first reaction is to actually feel kind of sorry for Hawk to a girl because she's just the face of it. She's not a crypto
Richard!
native. She has what up, Richard? She has
Hey!
no idea what's going on, and someone else scammed in her name. That would be my
Andrew-
reaction.
yeah,
Hey, what's up,
no, I think
Richard?
I'm very happy to see Richard here. How the hell are you, man?
Andrew's been telling us you were dead for like 3 weeks.
That's not true. I said I sent him an email I hadn't heard back from, and I got worried.
Sounds like every other grift. Yeah.
Oh, jeez Louise.
Yeah, I doubt she's actually in charge of that situation. She has a handler who's
No.
doing it.
She doesn't know anything about crypto. Like a bunch of guys come in, they, professional people. I don't even know if it's all like. I mean, they defended themselves. They're like, we're not going. Okay, Richard says got real close.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
Well, he scared the death out of me. Scared me to death, man. I'm glad he's still there. Thank you, Richard, for chiming in. I'm glad you're here, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
Andrew told me he's sending me a bunch of stuff, and I'm looking forward to it.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Something about with photos of feet. I'm not really sure.
Todd,
Andrews?
I told you it was
Ew.
a Christmas gift, and you're not supposed to tell him.
Sorry, my bad.
Oh.
Sorry.
Fuck it, I'm burning all your stuff. Forget it. You never get it. Yeah. If it gets too cold
My
around here,
bad,
we're gonna have a bonfire. You'll
My
see,
bad, my bad.
You'll see essentials and what are those things called? Those ultimate editions in the crisper.
Oh,
Mm.
I'll Mike S. Miller you.
Oh
Throw it
shit.
right on a barbecue.
oh my God.
Oh,
Smell
yeah.
her.
All right, let
Don't
me.
smell her in.
I gotta read a comment to you because you guys might understand this more than I do.
All right, and I got some good stuff for you guys tonight too.
The first
And
time
Richard
I
says
read,
you can't get rid of me that easy. So
Yes. somebody keeps posting this comment,
Mhm.
and the first time I saw it, I told them I have no idea what you're saying. None of the words you just said make any sense to me, and now they're spamming it all the time. So I
Okay.
keep deleting it, but the comment says, "Thanks for the analysis. I have a quick question. My OKX wallet holds some USDT, and I have the seed phrase, alarm fetch, chum bridge, exercise tape, speak race clerk, couch crater letter. How should I go about transferring them to Binacle? I don't know what that is. What are they saying? What is,
Wait, read that word again.
thanks for the
What?
analysis.
No. Binacle.
BINANCE.
Binacle.
I don't know what it is.
Replace the B with an F, sir.
Binance.
Hey!
Transferring them to Binance. What the hell is Binance?
We are so back in Web3. We got the hottest MK. Yo, we have the hottest team in Web3.
Autumn is in, guys. Time to buy.
This person just created their account on November 28th.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's
You should I'm so tempted to fuck with you. It's obviously a scam. Don't touch it.
yeah.
You wouldn't
Yeah,
know what to
just
do
block
with it
them.
anyway. You wouldn't know what to do with it anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. But they keep posting that comment over and over again. I'm not sure it's the same person or different people.
It's a scam. It's a scam. They want someone who knows anything about crypto is going to take that and try to put it into a wallet thinking they're going to rip this guy off and they're going to get fished. So you should delete it. It's a scam.
Okay. All right. Well, I wasn't sure what it was. So
I watched a great new holiday family movie the other night. It was really good.
Is it the one with the clown in it?
Terrifier 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Is
Yeah,
that it?
fantastic holiday family film.
I knew that's where you were going.
It's a lot of fun. Bring the kids. It's fantastic.
Okay.
What is a Terrifier 3?
Oh, you haven't seen the Terrifier movies or All Hallows Eve?
No.
Art the Clown. It's good stuff. It's straight up murder porn.
Oh, is it hardcore?
Dude, it's some of the most gruesome shit I've ever seen. It still looks fake, but it is gory. Like in one of them, he has in one of I think the first one, he has this chick hanging upside down and he saws her in half downwards.
It sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
This sounds real pleasant.
Yeah. And the new one, he gets a guy with a chainsaw he's on the ground trying to get away. He's already cut off his leg.
And how does MK know this? He's like, doesn't take itself too seriously. Oh man, good indie.
Yeah. Yeah. Art the Clown has become.
How do you?
Todd.
Dude knows everything. Yeah.
Todd, I knew about this movie.
You did?
Avery, was I not the one that asked you specifically? I didn't remember the name, but I knew that it had a crazy ass clown villain in it or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Art the Clown started as a little short film he did. Then it became like the sequence framing pieces for an anthology horror movie. And then now he's got his own series of movies. Terrifier. Like you can watch 1 and 2, and it becomes very comic booky in the second one.
Well, that sounds good. I like that. I like comic booky gore. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's very over the top.
It's so over the top. It's so over the top that
it's utterly ridiculous.
Got it.
It's completely ridiculous. Like it even works in a superhero angle for an opposite to him in the second movie, and it continues in the third.
So I got some stuff for you guys tonight.
Richard says he's going to bed. Hope to drop in next week. Merry Christmas. Absolutely.
Merry Christmas, Richard.
I'm so glad he chimed in and came in.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Fantastic.
brother.
Now that I know he's still around, I'm sending him another email and checking in with him again.
Oh, Lord. Hey, should I show you this? I mean, Richard shouldn't even go to bed. Like I was about to show something he freaking loved, but whatever. I understand. I'm going to show you. This is so I am torn on this one because with Web3 Comic Con, we work with a lot of companies, and this is something we've worked with DC. Granted, it's been DC on Candy, and they're phenomenal. This is a different company. DC Universe Infinite, DC Comics.
Mhm.
So DC Universe Infinite is DC Comics. It's their digital comic thing, right? Have you guys seen this? This is canon. This is real. I am not making this up.
Is this the Nightwing thing? Yes. Yeah, I almost brought this up a couple weeks ago when it actually first came out, but
Yeah. Have you seen this, Avery?
this is not
Avery's
something
got it.
Avery would go out looking for, to be honest.
Avery has to find his mute button.
I have not seen this.
This is real.
But I remember a bunch of ladies on stream a long time ago talking about how much they like Nightwing's butt. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Dusty, would you do me a favor and read this?
I will not, Todd. I've seen.
Oh, I'll read it.
Andrew will read it. And we'll
absolutely.
do Andrew. Andrew doesn't have testicles. That's fine.
This is what you guys want me to be into. Got it. You're like, come and read these comics. Great.
Just a couple, just like first couple little pages or whatever.
This-
Andrew,
You
go
know,
for
if I
it.
do this well, this could be, you could clip this and make it its own video.
It'll be up there with Binacle.
All right, here you go. I've never really thought about what the clothes I wear say about me.
And so just so you know, like a peach is the emoji for a butt, right? And then you've got your little blue Nightwing right over there.
So glad you're here to explain it.
Yeah.
May explain the collar on my old Nightwing costume. Yeesh.
A little butt falls there.
These days, I prioritize utility over making any sort of statement. I don't know. Despite the spandex, I've never considered myself flashy. But tonight, that's gonna have to change. Dun dun dun! Good evening, Miss Lansing. You look stunning as ever.
Look at this shit art too.
You do realize this is web art, right?
Yes.
I'm shocked to see so much political press here. Is that Lois Lane? I thought you were going to clean this up, Marshall. Ma'am, any comment at your company's diamond mining practices and the destruction of Wolfman Forest? Are there any plans to step down as CEO?
Yeah, that they put Wolfman in there because of Marv Wolfman, creator
Yeah.
of Nightwing. Isn't that great?
Animals. Also, those sunglasses are 10 seasons old. This way, ma'am.
Look at that.
How are my boys doing tonight? I've never seen ice look so hot, ma'am. Oh my gosh, somebody wrote this?
And drew it.
I haven't seen any drawings yet. It's a lot of junk. You are invisible. You are a model. You are a dork. You are a display. Sorry, I got off track. And the diamonds are the star. So good luck, and don't forget to work it. Work it, baby. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're just making sure. You gonna read the sound effect?
Ooh. Sorry, I didn't realize I was supposed to do sound effects too. Disappear behind the diamonds, huh? I disappear behind the mask. Look, I disappear
He's
behind the
falling asleep.
mask every night. What's the difference? You, it's almost your turn. How you feeling? Peachy.
Nothing but
Nightwing.
Nightwing.
Nothing
Wait,
but
here we go.
Nightwing. Episode 1, Out of Runway. I usually spend my nights chasing after the world's deadliest villains. How hard could this be?
why do they do this to everything? What is wrong with them?
I do
Oh,
not know why we're not making web comics.
MK, season 1 of Nightwing Absolute.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, like this is this. I just so are we all? Do we all understand who Nightwing is? Just Dusty, do you know who Nightwing is in terms of canon of Batman?
No, clue me
So,
in. But
okay, great. So Nightwing, just to rub it in a little bit, just to really put a point on this. Nightwing is Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson is the original Robin.
got it.
So like this is Robin, and they've been daydreaming about making him gay since like the 1960s Batman show, right? And now they are, right? So he's
Is that Dick Grayson? I didn't approve him. He'll steal attention from my babies. The request came from Mr. Wayne himself. Oh my god.
This is horrible.
So Batman, Bruce Wayne is like, yes, Nightwing must walk the runway in his man panties.
They are systematically murdering all characters. Like there is no
Yeah,
other
dude.
Yes.
explanation.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
Nepo baby.
The reaction online is quite positive.
That's not the only thing that's going to be positive. MK says Starfire.
Oh. What if he took his prep?
You know, I'm just like,
I'm not reading any more of this.
well. What do we have here? Strut Grayson, Strut. Yeah, I don't have to look it up. Look at that, dude. I'm sorry. We got friends at DC, but fuck, this is terrible. And it's canon. This is not like this is not fanfic. It's not. It isn't like. It isn't just like a fan made this. This is on the official DC Comics website. It is this happens in canon. This happened to this character.
This
this is the level of art that they're putting out. Like,
Yeah,
this is
dude.
crap.
Do you know how embarrassed? Like, you know how angry this makes me? Like, forget the story. I don't give a fuck. But like, we worked so goddamn hard for decades to get good enough to to draw this shit. Got rejected. All of us got rejected over and over and over and over and over for not being good enough. This is trash. This is not.
take
And
the
I'm like-
worst Nightwing run from the 90s. The worst. And it still destroys this.
Like, what the fuck, dude? Look at that. Look at those feet. There's no shadow.
This is an act of contempt.
It's just someone got paid for this. Someone got
Yeah.
paid for
It
this.
feels like Fiverr art.
It's really Fiverr. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. You know, it's like baby anime. It's really bad. It's not good. It's super. It's super. It destroys the character, man. It absolutely destroys the character.
You know what
And-
you know what this reminds me of? There's this infamous photo of that Terry Richardson did back when it was still, not canceled.
hmm
It was like a private album he did, and he did a series of photos that were all about the homoerotic subtext of the classic Batman TV show with Adam West back in the '60s.
Yeah.
Only he didn't do it as subtext. He was pretty blatant about it. And there's a scene with Robin, basically wearing the classic costume, which is like that kind of cut off.
Oh, yeah.
And the green underwear.
Mhm.
Doing to Batman what I think a lot of people wish they could do to Batman, but they could never get away with it.
I don't know, but yeah, I mean, you can see
sucking his dick. All right, so yeah, two guys dressed up as Batman and Robin having gay sex. And that was the whole. But it was like Terry Richardson, so it's not. So it's not like.
Oh,
yeah. So.
Yeah.
But this kind of reminds me of that. Only it's without any of the artistry or kind of like punk rock. Cheekiness. This is just
no. There's no skill on. I mean. And MK said it's not even Midjourney. Yeah, and that's another good point. Like all these artists are like, no, Midjourney's not art. Blah blah blah. Dude, I would take a Midjourney image with like 17 fingers and like 2 heads, and it would look better than this. So you're not doing yourself any favor by doing this shit. Can he fly? Like it's just not good, dude. Like, it's really not good. I don't know. I saw this and I could not believe that this was real. I just couldn't believe that it was actually like a thing.
Actually, there's a couple of them. There's like 4 different
ones. There's 4 episodes. There's 4 issues of this crap.
Not just this. There's different series. There's a Harlequin or Harlequin.
Well, they made her gay a long time ago.
Yeah, but there are these webtoon type comics being made.
Are they all gay?
Probably.
I'm just asking. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just like, is it like a Pride Month thing? Is it like a special like, oh, the web comics are going to be all the gay characters or something? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I could not believe. It just really goes to show you how far DC Comics has fallen, because this is just from my own history, man. Like I got to do a lot of the Warner Brothers stuff when I was at Cartoon Network when they were merging. So I got to do like Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny and Wile E. Coyote and things like that. And it was serious. Like it was a fucking honor to be chosen to do that. They wouldn't let people just touch those characters. Do you know what I mean? Because it had to be on brand. It had to feel like the characters. It had to look like the characters. It had to move like the characters. Like they really cared about it, to the point where like you had to kind of be selected to, even for a 30-second commercial, you had to like be selected to kind of be able to touch those legacy. These are legacy IP. Like you are when you're drawing, like at least with like Elmer Fudd or whatever, you are in the driver's seat of something that is worth hundreds of millions or billions of dollars. If I'm doing a 30-second commercial and it's got Elmer Fudd, like there is a large history that happened to this character before it ever got to me, right? And you just have to show respect to that. It was like that with all the stuff. And this is just they really don't give a shit. They don't care. It's just put whoever you have on it. Like, oh yeah, we'll just whatever. Is he gay now? Okay, not a problem. Like it just shattering. Do you think they know what they're like? Do you think they're genuinely understand what they're doing to their brand? Like how bad they're damaging all of these characters? Or is it that it doesn't matter because no one's looking at the shit anyway anymore?
I think it's. I think it's a little bit of both, actually, because if we learned anything from the last year, from the last few months since the election, is that a lot of these creatives, like in Hollywood and publishing and elsewhere, they really do live in a bubble. They really do think this is what people want, and because there's literally no one around them telling them otherwise, because like the people who would tell them otherwise have either been canceled or have left or have just moved on. I mean, it's the same thing with you saw with Hollywood. I mean, you've seen like how much. Well, Star Wars is a good example of how much that brand has just basically shit the bed time and again. I mean, it's basically been one flop after another. And from the outside, it's pretty obvious why this is happening. I mean, lesbian space witches. That's kind of a niche thing. But within the bubble, and I've seen this in the past, when I was living in New York and elsewhere, when you're surrounded by people, everybody who thinks the same way, You don't, and all the media you watch tells you the same, is actively cheering on your worldview.
Mhm.
I mean, and all the people in your life have the same views on it, and those who don't keep their mouths shut because there's a social price to be paid for speaking your minds now in these areas. It's very much groupthink. So there is a bubble. I really think that they actually think that they're doing the right thing, that there's an audience for this, and when the stuff doesn't sell, they really think it's not because it's shit, but because they think that the audience just doesn't get it, and they need to find a better audience. And they can get away with it because really for the longest time there was, until about a few years ago, there was like money was so cheap. There was just with interest rates being close to zero, there was enough money floating around to insulate you from the results. It's not the case anymore though, but I think we're still a year out. I think we're still maybe half a year out from a lot of these guys finally getting the reality stick punch in the face that they really need.
Mm-hmm.
Or actually, more likely, the people who own the companies are going to get that brand, and they're going to start answering to the shareholders. Why aren't we making any money? You have Batman, you have Superman. These aren't just major brands. These are iconic. They're modern legends. This is a license to make money, and we're losing money on this. Can you explain this? And no one's told them that until now because the incentive just hasn't been there. Now I think it's going to be soon, but I honestly think that they don't know what's going on, and they don't really care because until now it's
just been gravy.
It's just been I mean, let's be honest. The comics have basically been kind of like a loss leader for the movies.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to worry about profit anymore because all that Marvel and DC money has basically been paying the bills, bringing from the movies. But movies ain't doing so good anymore. And the people inside it, they're ideologues, yes, but I think honestly they're just they're ideologues and they're sheltered, which is a poisonous combination because without data coming in from the outside to kind of counter your arguments, it all falls apart. I mean, you see some of this on the right too, but not as much, at least not yet. You probably will in the near future, but I think anyway, I'm just talking circles now, but
I mean that's a good take, man. I mean, Avery, Andrew, what do you guys think? From a different perspective, from the comic perspective, do you think this is I mean, we've all watched this for years, but at a certain point, is it just no one gives a shit anymore, or
So
there's no one in charge that gives a shit. There's no adults in charge of these IPs who want to make money and only care about making money. There's nobody in charge. It's purely about the ideology. So you get this shit. Because there's no one there going, hey, we need stories that people actually like.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one there to tell them that. There's no one there. No one's being held accountable for poor sales.
So if you look at what this actually is, this DC Infinite, there's a blurb here that says presenting DC Go, all new series and the essential DC stories in a dynamic new vertical scrolling reading experience optimized for your mobile device.
Right.
The vertical reading of comics is not new. Webtoons has been doing it for years.
Yeah, it's a webcomic.
This is DC trying to jump on the bandwagon years later. It says, introducing DC Go, new DC series and stories told in an easy-to-read vertical format. Expect captivating narratives, romantic adventures, and lots of laughs with your favorite DC characters.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
There's 4 series that are DC Go exclusives. Harley Quinn in Paradise, Nothing But Nightwing, The Renaissance of Raven, and Batman Wayne Family Adventures. And they're all for free. That you can read them for free. So this isn't they're not making any money off of this. What they're trying to do is get in the readers who like reading vertical scrolling comics on their devices, on their phones. The only problem is those people don't buy comics.
So that's actually a good point that I want to dig into just a little bit, because I don't totally care about it. But like I'm wondering, I'm trying to justify this, right? Because they're doing damage to the character and to the brand of this character. Like, bar none. Like, this is like, it ruins the character. With that said, though, because it's webtoons, like I've looked into webtoons, and the audience, a lot of the most popular stuff is sort of the LGBTQ, like the Japanese yaoi, like the like same-sex love stories, right? It's like, that's like, I don't know if it's a majority of webtoons, but they certainly promote it like it's the most trending stuff, and it seems they get a lot of views, which is fine, whatever. I wonder if maybe that was the angle, is like they did their research and they're just like, oh, well, we want to do webtoons, and what kind of webtoons do people look at? Oh, well, it happens to be, gay and lesbian content, so we need to put the gay and lesbian content in like, do the webtoon format for it, right? Like, kind of match it. Who do we have? But I didn't know that, like, Nightwing isn't gay, or he wasn't, right? Like, I know they made the other Robin gay. They made all of them gay. I know it doesn't matter anymore, but it's just it just seems to be very out of place, and doesn't seem to be very appropriate. But I'm also old, and I think like a dad, I guess.
Well, like I said, it's the bubble is actually pretty thick, and you see this in a lot of corporations now. Which is that the like a lot of the people who are making the decisions and the artists they're hiring, they only talk to each other, and there's no one else from the outside kind of popping up and saying, hey, wait a minute, this isn't what the character's about. There's an audience that's reading this. They're not going to like this. You're going to lose those people, and maybe you'll make it back on webtoons. But how do you know that the people reading webtoons are going to be into this?
None of this is for us. None of this is for hardcore fans. None of this is for people that have been reading DC and enjoy DC. This is an attempt to get new readers from a certain niche of people. What's really funny is the other things that they're making available on this platform is stuff like All-Star Superman, Batman Hush, Batman Court of Owls, Jim Lee's Justice League. And I don't see how that stuff is even remotely readable in this format, but they're going to try to force it in there in order to get people to check it out. But this is not for you and me. It's not for us. This is,
and like I said,
they're not aiming this at us.
If they're going for a niche, which I think you're right, Andrew.
Yep.
I don't think they've done enough research to really think, okay, is this niche big enough to replace the readers we're going to lose? Because,
I don't think they're going to lose anybody over this. People who are hardcore DC fans don't give a rat's ass about this. The only people that care about this are the YouTubers that like to make noise and get videos from it.
Yeah.
I mean, I read the article on this and went,
That's true.
Okay, and just kept going. It didn't bother me at all. It doesn't affect my store. Doesn't affect my reading.
Yeah.
Well, I think
I stopped buying all the new stuff. Yeah, I stopped buying all the new stuff. I'm not going back, so this doesn't affect me at all.
This art is terrible. This looks like bad. This looks like bad anime.
Yeah, but this is what they like on those webtoons. This is what they get there. This is what those guys.
Yeah,
I don't.
This is what the Tumblr type crowd thinks is good.
Exactly.
But is that crowd large enough to replace the readers they've already lost? Because like you said, a lot of
no, they're broke as shit. They don't buy anything.
Yeah. So
what lost readers are you talking about? Like both Avery and I just said, they're not losing us over this.
Because they've already lost you, basically.
Well, they lost Avery. I still buy DC Comics when I find something interesting. Matter of fact,
maybe that's the key then, because like there's so much content out there nowadays.
I picked up DC Comics the last week.
Wait. Hold on, I want to see it. Hold on.
All right.
There you go.
Black Canary, best of the best. Even though
Is that
it's-
Adam Hughes?
No, it's Ryan Sook.
Oh shit.
Ryan Sook is awesome. Love
Mhm.
his stuff. The 5 pages that you actually see battle and fighting and all is pretty good compared to all the other times where they're walking around talking. And the other one I bought was Justice League Unlimited.
Oh, nice.
No matter how bad Mark Waid is, and he is bad, he fucking knows how to write a story, a good story
Yeah.
that drags you in from beginning to end.
I know.
And Dan Moore's art kicks freaking ass.
I know.
I didn't buy a single Marvel comic last week, this week, or the week before because nothing there interests me at all. But DC still has me on a couple things. But there's other stuff I won't even touch. But they still have some really good stuff that's coming out.
I guess that's maybe the difference then, because like back in my day, like when we were pretty hardcore on the Wednesday on comic book day, we just got all of it. We collected all of it. Like I never missed an issue. Like if I missed an issue, I was pissed off because the art was so good and the story was so good. And now what's happening is because of the price, has gone up, and a lot of other things, we're cherry picking the books, right?
Oh yeah, it's got to have good art in order for me to want to pick it up at all. Period. And whether or not I go back for the next issue, that's the big thing. You know.
Well,
Speaking of, I got something to show, but
let me know if you still want to do the photos.
yeah, whatever. Well, I'll show you this real quick. So, speaking of, like, I picked up a couple things. I picked up a little bit on. I did an eBay thing, and I haven't done that like in decades, a long time. What?
You sent me the feedback or whatever you got on that. The thank you on that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. Basically what happened is, like, I've really been wanting to see. I mean, I've seen it, but I've been really wanting to see the Howard Chaykin's American Flag series, the original one. It's kind of hard to find, right? And like, the art is just stunning, and it's. I'll show you why I'm so interested in it, because Howard Chaykin, like, look at the comparison, dude. Like the layout, he's breaking panels. His characters kind of float, but they look solid. He has this kind of weird graphic design to his stuff, right? And I love it. And it goes through phases. Like, some of it is okay, some of it is not. Everyone goes through phases, but this was like his height. Like, he was like, look at this. This is just the very next page. I just turned one page. Like, look how cool that is. Isn't that awesome?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, like, I'll show one more. I'm literally the very next page. This is just, look at that, dude. Look how cool that is. Isn't that insane? Like, it's super graphic design, but it tells a really good story, and the color, just everything. Like, these are artists, man. Like, real craftsmen working on this shit. And so I was like, I knew he did the first 12 issues, and I didn't get all 12, but I did get, like, the first 10. And so, like, I got a pretty good deal, actually, because the woman who sold them was like, oh yeah, my uncle gave them to me 20 years ago, and I've just been trying to get rid of them. So whatever. But like look how good this shit is, man. And they're perfect reader copies. They're like
Yeah.
mint condition enough for me to be like, ooh, these are really good, but not so mint condition that I'm like, fuck, I can't touch it. On the flip side, I actually also got. I wanted to. Sorry, I kicked myself. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the camera off. For a second.
You kicked yourself.
Yeah, I know. On the flip side, what I did was I also wanted to, and I think I showed this already, like, last week, but I wanted to get some reader copies of Body Bags, because I have the 4 issues, and I have my little graphic novels beat up, but it was signed by Jason, so I don't really like to mess with that too much. and I have the 4 issues of Body Bags, but they're like cherry, like they're super mint. I mean, if I got them graded, I think they would be like 9.6, 9.8. Like they're pretty good. And so I was like, I wanted to get a reader copy, and so I went online, I went on eBay, and I got the set of like a 4 issue set, but they're cherry, bro. Like they're super mint condition. I had to go through and like look at them to be like to compare which set of mine were better, and my original set beats it barely, but this is like it's mint condition. So now I'm like, fuck, I've got like 2 mint condition sets. Like I am gonna read, like I want a reader copy set, so I'm gonna turn that into a reader copy set. I don't care, but like it's really hard when it's like a mint condition book. You don't want to fuck it up.
Send the other set off to be graded, and no matter what the grade is, just hang them in your room.
Yeah, I will. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Totally what I'm gonna do. Because they're so good, man. Like these are just barely worse condition. I mean, they're still mint. These are still like, I think if my collection is like a 9.6, 9.8, these are like a 9.4, 9.6. Like really close.
You know what's so sad is Jason didn't do the covers.
I know. That's the one thing that I wish. Like, I love Michael Golden, but Pearson's covers are better. That's his hero, man. That's his hero. Fucking doing his covers. Like, it'd be like, you know, would you have Jim Lee do your covers? Yeah, you know, of course.
Who would you have if you could? Anybody dead or alive, do the cover of your comic.
Mm-hmm.
If you had a 4-issue series that you were publishing yourself, and you could get any comic artist, dead or alive, to do the covers for you, who would it be? Mine, hands down, Art Adams. Period. That's it. And it could happen.
How many people are we picking? One?
Well, start with one.
Mm.
All right. How about this? If you did 4 issues and you could have a different artist do each cover, who would you get to do all 4 issues? Art Adams, Michael Golden, Walter Simonson, John Byrne. I'd be in heaven if I could get all 4 of those guys to do.
Look at you go all super old school. Yeah. Okay.
And luckily for me, they're all still around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time to get some books out, dude.
Ooh, Michael Plug. I'm thinking Hero in.
Yeah. I'm thinking about my barbarian character that I showed you. That's
Living or dead.
Some of those are easy.
Bisley.
Yep, there you go. That's one.
Now, wait. Here, hold on. I have a question that matters. Is it anyone how they like living or dead? Like if they're dead, do you just pick a year? Like 1996 Jason Pearson?
If I could get Mike Ringo to do one of my covers, he would do issue number 5. You know?
Okay, so it doesn't matter if they burned out by now. All right.
Eric Kaneda. Oh man, I would love to see him do a hero illustration.
Bill Sienkiewicz.
Yeah, he would kill it.
Jeffrey Jones.
6 issues.
John Romita Sr.
Nice. Ooh,
Alex Toth.
Glenn Fabray.
Yeah.
Frank Frazetta.
Frazetta. Yeah. Oh, could you imagine a Frazetta hero drawing?
It would be really good.
It would be awesome.
Yeah, like have you seen his Lord of the Rings?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, it would be so good.
Oh man,
I'm amazed Todd hasn't said Jack Kirby doing an adult fantasy cover.
No, I think I would go with John Romita Sr., John Buscema, Alex Toth, and
Alex Toth. Steve Rude.
Maybe. For adult fantasy, I actually think it would be more of like the horror, like the crypt books, the
Bernie
old school
Wrightson.
books.
Bernie Wrightson.
Oh God!
Frickin' park.
Amazing.
One of the guys in our network is just did a Kickstarter that raised like $300K doing like facsimiles of the old horror comics.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like but it's really cool, man. It's really tempting. They're box sets, and like you can get the classic covers. So it's like the Chamber of Chills and all that kind of stuff. But what makes it interesting is that it's like replica paper as well. Like it's a sturdier, I think it's like a sturdier paper, but it's like replica, meaning it like
hmm
it's like an archival edition to make like what is like they wanted to make it as close to the original as possible. So the paper's a little sturdier and stronger because of today, but it's the same type of paper quality with the colors are going to glow on the page the same way. And it's really tempting. It's really tempting to back. So, but it's not cheap. So it's not a cheap campaign.
Ooh, Kevin Nolan,
Sounds awesome.
Mhm.
Rick Leonardi. I don't know if Rick Leonardi could do a good hero or not, but
It would
Michael
depend on
Palin
his
probably
inker.
would. Yeah, that's true.
Terry Austin. Pair him up with Terry Austin.
Mhm.
I think Michael Plug would do a great job.
Michael Plug would do. Yeah, you should share some of Michael Plug's art.
Frank Cho would kill it.
Oh yeah, he's got a cartoony style and a
Mhm.
realistic.
Oh, yeah.
style.
Dude, I used to read Liberty Meadows.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was a
Liberty
fun
Meadows
book,
was
man.
classic. Yeah, Liberty Meadows was.
It was
awesome.
it was fantastic. I loved it.
You should bring it back.
Yeah, it was good.
Mm.
Jeff Smith.
Oh yeah.
Jeff Smith.
Andrew's looking at art. Andrew, share your screen.
I'm not looking at art right now. I'm just pulling names out of a hat. Oh, what was his name? The guy that did Pogo, that inspired Jeff Smith.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. I don't remember the name.
Oh, you know who would do an awesome hero? Mark Schultz. Cadillacs and
Ooh.
Dinosaurs. Ooh.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah.
I love.
Oh.
I love the daydream of it. It's so good.
Dude, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs was so freaking cool.
Yep.
I liked the cartoon. I thought it was good.
No,
Yeah, but
I wish-
if I could only choose one, it would be Art Adams.
That would be sick.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd have to throw Katsuhiro Otomo in there as well.
Sure.
I don't know, man. So, what else is going on in the world of stuff? I haven't actually. I mean, outside of crypto stuff, I haven't really like been paying attention to nerd stuff.
I haven't either, dude. I'm just
We've
like
been trying to. Go ahead.
my head in the sand, thinking about this stuff.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
I know, dude. We're so. I mean, we had a good session the other day. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, next year's gonna be awesome for us. I'm very excited by it. I feel a lot of pressure. I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel a lot of pressure because, like in 2021, we didn't know anything. Like we had no connections. We didn't know anybody. We didn't know the way the system worked. We didn't know the network. We didn't know what we didn't know. So you just did the thing, and like we somehow survived, even though we probably weren't supposed to, and kind of thrived in that. Like we have dug in and we have the network and we know a lot of people, and it's really weird because there's an added pressure now because like I think there's less pressure when you don't know what the fuck you're doing, and now you kind of are supposed to know what the fuck you're doing. Like Like it's like, okay, you know everybody, and you got this, you got the network, so you better do something good. And it's like, fuck, man, the pressure is hard.
It'll be
He's
fine.
just,
This
he's
is
just, he's
fine.
just letting me eat that. He's just letting me eat this. He's not even coming in for support.
It's fine.
Suck it up.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
It'll
no, I
all
am
be
very
good.
excited. I am very excited.
I have literally rearranged my entire life around this. I live in a state with 0% state tax because of the amount of money I'm going to make next year. So we're going to make this happen. It's going to be fine.
Hell yeah, man. That's it. That's it.
It's a desert that gets to be 116 degrees. Okay. I'm here to be around.
It's a desert. Oh man, yeah. It's just it's the amount of work that's going on right now is pretty intense. And I'm trying. I keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it, but like I'm trying to stay consistent without going overboard because I need to make sure that we like. I want to coast into no matter how much work. I mean, we're never gonna end up work. Like there's gonna be so much stuff to do. Like it's just always gonna be stuff to do. But I'm definitely taking off a couple weeks towards the end of December and just like no matter how bad I want to work, I'm gonna try not to. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but I'm gonna try. You know. But yeah, I will say this, like based off of what we've been talking about, what we're doing, like I am very excited to see these comics and the stuff we're working on. I'm very excited by it.
Last 2 weeks of December, I'm going to call up Billy Bob and he's going to run a trencher down your street. Cut that fiber cable. You're going to take a break.
No.
Yeah. Billy
Bob.
Yeah, I know. Well, I think that the interesting thing is like I usually naturally tend to take off the last week of December and the first week of January. I don't know if I should take off the first week of January because of the bull. I don't know. I don't know what the market's going to do. I don't know. What is the plan for? We should talk about it. Like, what's the plan for the end of the year? I mean, are you guys doing anything for Christmas and New Year's?
Do anything
No.
other than working, and
You're retired.
I haven't stopped working a day since I retired. Retiring didn't stop me from doing anything.
Mm-hmm. You have more time to work more.
God, I wish.
Or just labor more.
I'm literally making another video right now as we speak.
Hey, Doc.
Hi.
How are you doing, buddy?
Good, I guess.
My plans are to get things. My plans are to get things situated so I can start streaming again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go back to streaming on Twitch, just doing art streams and video game streams on Twitch.
Dude, that was awesome. I missed that. That was a lot of fun. We'll promote that. You give it to us, we'll promote it.
Hey, I'm going to jam soon. I want to see some of Zach's pictures before I go.
All right, let's hop into some of Zach's pictures.
Avery, when are you switching over? When are you switching over to Blue Sky?
I'm not, because I'm not a pedo.
Good.
Okay, great. Excellent.
That's good to know.
Great. Neither confirm nor deny for Avery. Zach, let me see your photos.
1 sec.
Oh, you're cute.
All right.
So are you ready? No?
I've been ready and waiting and listening to you guys gas on about stuff for.
Somebody's sassy.
Okay, don't encourage him.
I'm not sassy.
Do you mean talk about Nerd Den stuff? Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, who cares about that shit?
MK.
When there's plenty of blurred iPhone photos of things that no one really cares about outside of Japan to waste your time with. I mean, sorry,
Take it away, Zach. Let's see some pictures.
I'm sorry, guys.
Show some pictures.
Glad you got to relax on your vacation, bud.
Yeah.
It wasn't really that much of a relaxation. So,
All right, it's time to get to the stuff nobody cares about. Go ahead, Zach. Take it over.
Kiss my ass.
Come on, let's see the hentai.
I'm going to bed now, guys. Have a nice night.
Oh, come on.
Come on, man.
I'm joking. Sorry, I'm still a little jet lagged, and I think the combination of rum and Red Bull is starting to kick in, which on second thought may not have been the best combination.
Sounds like a kick you in the stomach.
Yeah, that sounds like great. Drunk and diarrhea. That sounds wonderful.
Cool.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Well, I have the latter right now and the former this morning. So,
Wait, drunk and diarrhea? Isn't that Zach's nickname?
no, actually,
Oh, man.
my nickname is 10 inches long in his dreams. So,
Don't go anywhere. Please stay.
Hold on, I need to kick somebody for this. This is out of control.
Oh, you kicked him before I could make the drunk. I was gonna give him a joke. That's all right.
All right, let's all settle
You
down now.
bitch. You catty little bitch. I wasn't even saying anything and you kicked me.
No, it's good.
drunk and
Dusty's back. He's in his new digs, and he's feeling his power levels come back.
Is it just me or is he like really slow tonight? I mean,
all right, guys.
Drunk.
Yeah, go ahead. So, what were you gonna say, man? Drunk and diarrhea.
I was gonna say drunk and diarrhea. Yeah, is the name of my slice of life manga I'm working on.
Actually, if I ever get to relive my misspent youth, Drunken Diarrhea is gonna be the name of my hardcore band.
Oh God.
Nice.
Can we slide that into like something that AF does, like the characters at the bookstore? They're like, "What are you reading?" Like this new slice of life manga, Drunk Diarrhea.
Yeah, we need to do it.
That or River of Piss Nation. Okay, all right, guys, get into the photos now.
Yeah.
All right, so some of these photos I showed you last week, but too lazy to sort of them. So this is the Kinokuniya in Shibuya. It specializes in English language translations of manga. So Naruto.
this is a picture of Books A Million.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, believe it or not,
Barnes and Noble. Sorry, no Books A Millions. Barnes and Nobles.
Well, guess what? Believe it or not, most of these books are actually printed in the U.S. and then shipped to Japan. So
Really?
apparently, well, like the copy of the Gundam book I bought was printed in the USA. So, all right. So this is the place I told you about last week. I think I showed you this. Is the Yoshi something camera. Yodobashi camera. It's in this neighborhood called Akihabara, which is basically paradise for anime, manga, and techno nerds everywhere. Todd, as I told Todd yesterday, if he ever goes in there, make sure he gives his wallet, his checkbook, credit cards, and his children's college funds to Melissa, because they will all be spent by the time he walks out of this place.
That was like the number one thing he was concerned about when we were in Denver at the
at
the comic book place. Is getting in trouble.
All right. So yeah, this is the.
It's true, man.
I know.
This is the gaming store. More games.
It's just like huge, right? It's just like massive with nothing but games.
Well, this floor, yeah. I mean, this particular place has it's like 9 floors. You can get everything from like an AI lawnmower to to die cut models of Gundam. And there's also some really good restaurants on the top floor where I ate. So Ultraman. Yeah, look around. Feast your eyes, guys. It was like half of the people there were Westerners. And Iron Man,
wow,
full body. More.
Wow.
3/4 body, sir.
Yeah, right.
Shot.
So I think I mentioned this a couple weeks ago. There were a lot of these, ceramite, large scale figurines. If you bought these at a combo convention in the U.S., how much do you think you would pay for them?
Oh, dude, so much.
$200-300. They're expensive. Some of them.
Well, here they were selling for maybe like a quarter of that price. You could probably pick up like this one here for about $50.
Wow.
The
That's pretty
markup
cheap.
on anything Japanese like pop culture stuff that comes like legit shit is so huge.
Yeah, sorry about the blurriness. I'm actually not a very good photographer, as you may see, but I
just thought you were getting excited at the tag.
Yeah.
No, not that. It's not that. It's just that
There's the hentai.
It's hard. It's hard holding your phone, take pictures with your left hand, isn't it?
No, it's not that. It's just that there were a lot of "please do not photograph" signs all over the place. I was trying to do a surreptitious.
Just tell them you don't read Japanese.
What?
Just tell them you don't read Japanese.
Yeah, that doesn't fly. The signs are in English.
Tell them you don't read English.
All right. Well, yeah, that might have worked. I could have like.
Donde la biblioteca?
All right. Some more die cut stuff there. They're
so fucking talented, dude. The sculptors are so badass. Look at that Marvel anime figurine. Fuck you, God.
Yeah. There's
cool shit.
There's Sue Storm in Bishonen style, and King of Fighters. I have no idea who that is, but
King of Fighters is a video game.
Arcade.
I'm pretty sure that's not a practical outfit for unarmed combat.
Well, in my life it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Golly,
are you familiar with the term struggle fuck?
Okay, so we got King of Fighters, Bishi, Sue Storm. I have no idea what the fuck that is, and I'm pretty sure that's Lady Thor. Sorry, Lady Loki.
Oh yeah.
And again, look at the price: 16,500 yen. That's about hold on, yen to dollars. That's 16,000 yen is $106.
Wow,
now,
not bad.
That's super cheap.
Imagine what that would be. What that particular figure would be if you were at MegaCon. Probably
$200-300.
Exactly. God bless Japan. It's really well. I'll tell you that. Anyway, I think I showed you this just last time. A lot of like American style figs. I don't. These are not the originals. Obviously, if these were originals, they'd probably be in lock cases. These are repros, but still not bad. Ultraman. I used to love that show growing up. Although I can never understand the plot because I just speak Japanese, so I just watch the pictures. There's Berserk. I think Todd, you mentioned you were into that, or someone mentioned they were into that. That was that was at a books at a book off in the same neighborhood. Yes, that was the same floor as the Smutty book section. I did not go. I did go in there, but I didn't take any photos because honestly, they were watching me like a hawk. So besides, it wasn't that interesting. I was just not switching over. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, yeah, bear with me, guys. I think my computer just decided to have a brain fart. Oh, here it is. All right. Yep. So there it is. Switch, you bastards.
Avery, exactly how do you spell that? STR.
Oh, you. So this is an actual soda that you can get in Japanese stores. It's called Calpis. My mother calls it Calpis.
Oh wow, that's
yeah. I'll let you know.
Andrew, what did you call Binance again? Was it Beyonce? Fuck, what was it? Oh, Dusty, what do you call it?
I don't remember.
Yeah, a lot of these photos are the same.
Binacle?
Yeah, Binacle.
Binacle.
What
Fuck.
the hell is going on here?
Binacle. I'm writing that down. That can be our
Our
That can
meme
be our
coin,
exchange, our main exchange.
the buy nickel.
There's something off here. All right, so this is my trip to the Sensoji. It's a giant temple complex in Asakusa.
Do you have all of the pictures selected? Is that what those green check marks are? Because it might be that you're loading one and they're all selected, and so it's
no, that's
back to the beginning.
That's Dropbox.
Oh, okay.
Well, that just means they're all on your desktop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like he hasn't saved them just.
I was just trying to figure out why it kept going back to the.
I'm kind of wondering that myself. It usually didn't work before. Okay, what's going on here? Shit. I'll have to do it one by one. Okay. So this is Asakusa, which is like a giant temple complex in.
That's cool.
Sensoji, which is it's like a huge temple complex. It's very, very pretty. That's the actual temple. Well, one of the actual temples. I didn't go in there because the people were praying and I didn't want to interrupt them. Pagodas.
You run in and be like, "Help, Satan!"
No, I'm not. I don't think any of them would have gotten it because Japanese.
That's so very pretty.
It is very pretty. Yes, I liked it. It was also my first stop on a very long day, and then after that, yep. I don't know why this is. Oh, you fucking useless piece of shit. All right. Nope. All right. So
it's amazing how it goes back to the beginning. That's the strangest thing I've ever seen.
It's annoying as fuck. So
is that as a PC? I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. No. Well, you're a Mac. I'm a PC. But we're both like dumpy, overweight, middle-aged men. So,
true. We meet in the middle.
All right. This is Harajuku. I thought this was cool.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's the Meiji Jingu, which is the temple honoring the Emperor Meiji. Didn't take a lot of photos of those because honestly I thought it was disrespectful. But it's if you're into right-wing Japanese nationalism, you'll love that place.
Who isn't?
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, did my thesis on it.
So there are a lot of stores like this all over the place. Like even like the mall near my mom's house in Nagarayama had these. It's like nothing but those little vending machines that pop with little egg-shaped plastic pop tops. Everything from, like little dolls to candy.
Yeah, I used to have some of those of like Akira and Cowboy Bebop figures.
Yeah, you can buy you can buy these here.
Yeah, I love them.
So this is Harajuku.
Those things are amazingly detailed for how small they are.
Oh, they're very good. Japanese manufacturing.
Yeah, man. Small figures they make us stuff here in America of American characters for Western characters. It's like they look like shit.
Yeah,
they totally look like shit. It's unbelievable.
Yep. So fashion. Fashion is thrashing. Harajuku. A lot of foreigners there. A lot of people.
Yeah, Harajuku is a fashion district, right?
Yeah, it's like it still is actually. It's still the place to be if you're into dressing up. I didn't see that many Harajuku girls around though. Probably because it was really cold outside. So all I could do was just photograph the. I thought this was cool though, like the giant silver, which. I went into this place and it was just another store that was selling bunny eared stuff, but apparently for some reason people thought it was a brothel.
Did you see the sign before or after you went in?
I saw the sign before. I took a photo because I thought I knew you guys would get a kick out of it.
That's pretty funny.
I mean, apparently there are some people who are interested in having their partners wearing fake animal heads.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the appeal, but then again, I am very, very conservative.
MK says, "Night guys, had to do some work. Y'all have a great weekend. Dusty, hope you continue to get settled in."
All right.
Thanks, MK. Have a good weekend.
Bye, MK.
Later, MK.
Yeah. Thank you, buddy.
More Harajuku. Spider-Man was really popular there.
He's a good character. He's a great character.
Yeah.
Banana Boat.
Yeah, this place actually they had a lot of like old school Americana stuff there, like old Levi. Like that was literally like an old Levi's advertisement.
That's cool.
I don't know why I photographed that. Oh yeah, that's the just another store. I don't know why I photographed that. I don't know why I photograph a lot of this shit. Okay, Maid Cafe. Doc.
Did you get there?
Nope. Closest I ever actually came to a Maid Cafe. I could not afford it, but I took a photo of the outside and I figured that'll be enough to let your inner wheels start spinning. All sorts of scenarios.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, don't worry. What are friends for? But no, actually, yeah, it's popular there. But honestly, I mean, I thought about it, but I was really hungry and I wanted some ramen. So next time, I'll go in there with a video camera. And
do you speak Japanese?
I do not. I used to be able to get by in it, but then I was a kid. When I got older, I just forgot it.
So how did you find going around and ordering food and all that? Did you use a translator or did you just
Google Translate? Plus most of the places I went to. Look, you got to realize there are a lot of foreigners in Tokyo, and most of them are Americans. So, and believe it or not, there's also a lot of foreigners working in Tokyo. Like, you know how like every 7-Eleven in America is run by has like Indians or Afghanis working in them.
Yeah.
Same thing in Japan, and they all speak English.
Interesting.
So yeah. It wasn't that hard to find food. I mean, it was a little dicey in the more back streets, which were like purely Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
But I just also the thing is, my mom, she took me out to eat practically every night because let me put it this way, you can eat like a king in Japan on a very modest budget. So we ate a lot. We ate out a lot, and it was all fucking delicious. So yeah, this is like one of the arcades. This is like actually like I think a 6-story building that's nothing but arcades. The floor below this was like music games, like dancing games and so on. But the popular one where people, those big Japanese taiko drums that people beat. Mm-hmm. Well, they have a music game that's tied in there. There's like the game has a drum that you hit, and you rack up a score if you hit a certain rhythm.
Yeah, I played that. It's fun.
Yeah, it looked a lot of fun. Yeah, so there was this room had those metal claws that you manipulate to grab stuff. This one here had Haagen-Dazs. More plushies.
Yeah, Did you find any of the used panty vending machines, sir?
No, actually, and I was looking for those. But the thing is, I felt really embarrassed about asking people on the street, excuse me, where can I find the vending machines that sell previously used ladies' underwear? I promise I'm not a pervert.
Yeah, where can I buy a vial of schoolgirl piss?
Exactly. I mean, I'm sure they're out there.
I think I'm joking, and I'm not.
Oh no, you're not joking. I was looking very discreetly for it, but no, not in this area. Maybe in Kabukicho, and I didn't get a chance to go down there. Plus, although you guys should be aware, Japan has a really big pervert problem. I mean, it's like scary bizarre. It's like, well, part of it's just the culture. I mean, you can be sitting on the train, you'll see like some middle-aged guy who's probably someone's grandfather reading a manga that's basically like that shows a woman being violated in every hole by bullheaded demons. I'm not joking. And he'll be sitting next to like a teenage girl, and neither will think the other. And it's just like totally normal. It's also the only place in the world that I've seen it. And I never even saw this in New York, where there were like the really tall escalators. There were like signs saying "Watch out for upskirts," as in people holding their phones low to take upskirt shots of women under their dresses. I've never seen that anywhere else in the world, not even in Brooklyn. And there's some pretty
unreal.
And there's some pretty freaky shit in Brooklyn. Okay, what the hell is going? Oh, shite! Sorry, boys. So that was me eating udon at a cafe. What's missing are the strips of boiled pork sitting on the top. Total cost for it about 2,000 yen, literally like $7 for a bowl.
Wow.
Coke, mugicha, and the meat that I already ate before I scarfed it down. Japan is blissful.
I've been actually looking at Japan a little bit. They have in rural Japan, they have like a empty house problem
Oh yeah,
because
yeah.
everyone moved to the cities. You can buy like a giant farm house for like $30,000,
Yep.
like a gigantic home. And then you can. So what a lot of people do is they'll buy something run down that's like they can buy it for a couple $1,000s,
Right.
and then they'll renovate it and put 100,000 in to renovate it, and for like 150K they have a brand spanking new home in the country.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's pretty
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. But the problem is that once you move out there, you have no neighbors because no one else lives out
Yeah.
there. So Optimus Prime, our Lord and Master.
The robot father I never had.
Exactly. This is Tokyo Kaiken. Oh no, Radio Kaiken. It's like a giant. It's like a mega store for people who are really into otaku culture. And Gundams. So many Gundams. 2,470 yen. That's about what? I think $15. Same model in the U.S. would probably cost you 3 times that again because it's imported.
Yeah,
But
100%.
Yeah, the good ones, man, they're expensive.
Yeah, I know. I mean, even here, but just look at the detail, man. I mean, this is like a big standard model. This shit's beautiful.
The people that like customize those,
Oh yeah,
and they'll do custom paint jobs, and they'll like put like a little bit of like dirt around the exhaust ports.
Oh yeah, they're super serious.
Oh, dude, it's they have so many special little files and brushes and markers and stuff like that. It's there's a whole cottage industry around just putting these Gunpla models around, and they go.
I would go broke in Japan, dude. There's no way I would have money in Japan. I'd go broke.
I almost bought this.
American Police.
Yeah. If I was trying to think of a funny joke to say that wouldn't sound totally creepy when I showed you this. The best thing I could come up with was if this is what American cops look like, I would always be like pissing in the street or something. But sadly, no. At least in my area, the lady police tend to be well, if they're pretty, you can't tell because they're wearing like 20 pounds of body armor because this is Florida and there's a lot of Florida men with guns. So if they wore that, they'd well, first of all, you can't really chase like a hopped up meth head through an alligator infested swamp wearing those kinds of boots. The mosquitoes alone would eat you alive. And also if you tried to police downtown Daytona Beach at like 2 a.m. dressed like that, and you've got a bunch of drunken frat boys who are like drag racing down the streets in their hopped up trucks, I don't think they're going to respect you. Respect anyone who looks like that, especially after they've had
respect.
Yeah, well, it's all about respect, ain't it?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I would respect her.
I mean, although on the other hand, if said police officer had a sideline in one of the gentlemen's clubs in the area, that might come in handy. I'm just gonna stop right there because this is a live stream and I don't want us to get like banned or for saying that. No, I'm not gonna say it. Horse anyway. But yeah, again, look at the price, 3,200 yen. That's like, I don't know, $8 thereabouts. Not bad.
It is pretty miraculous that it's so affordable.
Not sure what this is, but they were really promoting it. There's like a lot of what we're trying to do with creating our own shared universe. There's a lot of that going on in Japan right now. I guess it's easy. I remember what this is. This is Miyazaki. This is Nausicaa.
Oh, okay.
Look at it. The Omu, the flyers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, Nausicaa in the Valley of the Winds. Miyazaki.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
This was my cousin Leo's, cousin Jokun's, cousin Joe's shop in Shizuoka. I asked him why you.
Kaijus.
Yeah, well, I actually thought it was Cthulhu, but he had no idea who that was. But it does look like Cthulhu's on a bad acid trip, doesn't it?
Yeah, I love the kaiju figures where they just airbrush.
Yeah. Well,
did you buy anything from the shop?
No, I was just visiting him. But here's the thing: his shop is weird. So he has so basically his shop's on the outskirts of town, and he has in his driveway a hawk. This hawk, and there's a sign next to it saying, "Please don't approach. The hawk will attack you," in Japanese. And his entire store is filled with exotic animals, mostly reptiles and fish. These are all like exotic pets, or like people buy these. He has piranhas for sale, actual fucking piranhas, and I'm not sure what that is, but it's probably something. He also has. This is a Chinese alligator.
Oh wow.
He can't sell it because it's illegal to trade. These things are so very, very endangered. Like they're smaller than American alligators, I think. And they only live in I think they live mainly in the Yellow River, which is like one of the most heavily trafficked rivers in the world. So they're all kind of dying out. He has one as a pet. He also has in his garage like a whole bunch of vintage automobiles and motorcycles. He's and a really pretty wife. So yeah, he's alpha. He's Japanese alpha.
That's pretty awesome.
No, it's just a castle. Samurai castle. I don't remember it, and it doesn't matter. Back to the fun stuff. More Ultraman from Radio Kaiken. More stuff from Radio Kaiken. More figurines. These are all Godzilla figurines. And look at the detail.
Yeah.
I mean, they
wow.
really, and this is like just the cheapo stuff. Like, so if you got like the, look at this.
Fist of the North Star.
Yeah, Fist of the North Star, man. And I'm not sure where that's from, but look at that. I mean,
that's Kamen Rider. Isn't that Kamen Rider at the top, right?
You know more than I do, dude. But just look at the detail, man. I mean, this is like hand painted almost. Yeah, same thing. There was a giant Godzilla on the top. I tried to get a photo, but again, there was like no. There were big please do not photograph signs all over the place. I didn't want to get kicked out. So yeah, more hentai for you. I kind of see why they have this one here kind of locked up behind glass, because if they put her out, that would get stained very quickly. Just from the people touching it.
Oh my god.
Yes, I have a dirty mind. Don't worry, we're almost done.
And dirty fingers.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, have a good night.
Oh, Dusty's leaving.
Time for me to head on out.
All right,
Dusty, stay, please.
No.
So here are some grabber style cat girl dolls.
No, Dusty, you're gonna leave with the grabber style cat lady.
Have a beautiful night, y'all. See you next week.
Now I can say what I really want to say.
I'm pretty sure I've seen people dressed up like this on Halloween in like Greenwich Village. But except that they didn't have like the zero fat on their figures. There was some bulge and sag. Although that may be because half of them were like male. And here we have the
oh, interesting.
Yeah, same thing. Marbles.
Ooh, look at that Dark Knight character over there. That looks great. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, and there's Nightwing not wearing hot pants.
Yeah.
And
I like that Dark Knight character. That would be the one I'm going after.
Yeah.
Todd, there's
they got the Dark Knight one on the horse.
Yeah, there's a new line of Batman the Animated Series action figures that just got released, and the Joker comes with both hyenas, not Harley Quinn, which is really weird because you didn't really see him with the hyenas.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm not sure if that's there's Thor, there's Homelander, there's Billy Butcher, the Winter Soldier, Bucky, Captain America. No idea who that is. Too blurred. Is that the Rob? I think that's the Robin from like the Dark Knight Returns. You know, Carrie, whatever.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah, that's the Dark Knight Returns Batman there.
All right, well, we're almost done, guys.
I wanted that figure. I missed it though.
All right, guys, we're almost done, and then you can stop pretending. You can stop pretending to be interested. All right, so this is a restaurant that I went to with my uncle treated us to a restaurant. You see this a lot in Japan. Actual robot waiters. I thought they got more of a reaction, but all right.
I think it's cool as hell.
No, it's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, they brought the food out. They brought it back. It played this annoying song the whole damn time. I'm not sure why it had a cat face. I guess cats are considered non-threatening. I mean, if it were my restaurant, that thing would be like molded like the T1000, you know, with the giant grinning skull, or better yet, a phallic.
No, make it look like Johnny Five,
or that too. Yeah, but I'd rather have it as a Dalek going around exterminate, pay your damn bills, you cheapskates. But you know, that's just me. I don't know why this is not loading. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's the place I went. To on the very last day before I had to fly back. Tower Records. You know, an actual gigantic record store.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Thought I took more photos of that. All right. Oh, Metal Gear Solid vinyl. Oh, here it is. Yep. So that's a. So to give you some background, so the Tower Records in Shibuya, which is where I went, was I think the first Tower Records built in Japan. You know, if you want, there's a documentary about Tower Records where they actually reference it. And when the company went under in like about 15 years ago, the Japanese division was able to stay afloat. And they're the only Tower Records. There's like a bunch of stores that are the only ones left in the world. So if those of us we're old enough to remember going to actual record stores. Mm-hmm. This is like kind of like a nostalgia trip for me because I was able to walk in and actually see actual records being sold in abundance instead of like in nowadays.
Was it busy?
Well, yeah. Well, I actually got a record there that I brought back with me. It was an old soul record I've been looking for years. It was nice. Edwin Starr's Funky Music. But the top 4 floors, were obviously geared towards Japanese buyers. There's a K-pop floor. This is the J-pop floor. K-pop is a little more accessible for foreign audiences. J-pop is really just designed for Japanese audiences. But it's all the same. Really cute, East Asian girls wearing very, very little, singing basically singing manufactured pop. You're not really supposed to listen to the music because the music just all sounds the same. Top floor, 6th floor was all vinyl, which is heaven for me because I like vinyl. Top floor above that, rock. And for some reason they were really pushing the new Linkin Park with the new singer.
It's really good actually.
Yeah, I prefer their old band actually. Like I forget what it's called, but they had some bangers on that album. I mean, but I guess if you got a recognizable band name, you want to put your shit out there, and it's not like they're the first band to swap out new singers. I mean, just look at Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
Or Van Halen.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so Japan, lots of fun. You can eat like a king there. A lot of perverts, but you find that everywhere nowadays. And at least the Japanese perverts are kind of harmless, as opposed to the crackheads of Florida.
Yeah, dude, you're not like you don't really have to deal with I mean, you saw the healthcare CEO get assassinated in middle of Manhattan.
Yeah, I hate to say this, guys, but I'm not really weeping because fuck the American healthcare system. But again, I have personal reasons for hating them. But
yeah, but it's
not his fault.
So yeah.
Well. Anyway, so I was there for 2 weeks. I didn't see as much as I wanted to. I would have taken a lot more photos, but to be honest, I was there just to see my mom. So I spent most of my time with my mom because my mom is awesome, and I've been missing her already. And she took me out to eat a lot. And like I said, you can eat like a king there for very, very little.
That's awesome, man. Are you planning to go back like every year or something, like to see?
I'm gonna try and go back. I'm already saving up the money for a trip next year. When I go next year, by the way, it's gonna be a proper fucking vacation. I'm not gonna do any work. I'm gonna tell all my clients. I'm gonna tell you guys. Okay, from these 2 weeks, I don't exist.
Yep. Good.
All right.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. And
can we put in that request for like every?
Sure,
Oh,
Drew.
you're such a dick. True.
Okay, Drew. Sure. I'll just go wander off into the woods and cry like a little baby because nobody loves me. Nobody loves old Zachary anymore.
Just make TikTok videos of it, and you'll become famous.
Sure, TikTok videos of my self-deletion. Gotcha.
Did you hear about there was a case in which a guy shot his ex-wife in the car in the face, killed her with a baby and a 4-year-old in the car. Now both the baby and the 4-year-old were fine.
That's disgusting.
But there was a manhunt for the guy, right? 3 years he's been on the run. A TikToker who makes TikTok videos about murder investigations and ongoing things did like a sequence of TikTok videos showcasing the guy. Somebody saw it. They found him. He'd been on the run in Mexico for 3 years. And they credit the TikToker who made the real life murder investigation cold case video that somebody recognized the person for helping catch the guy.
Cool.
And he's been arrested, exported, brought back to the U.S. Extradited back to the U.S. And it was a TikToker who people saw her video and they identified him and was able to find him.
That's crazy.
That is insane to me. Where our government, our
whose video was
law
it?
Enforcement. I don't know the name of it. The TikToker. She was on the news talking about how she just thought it was great that somebody saw it and recognized him and was able to point the authorities in the right direction.
Yeah,
but it's one of those things where there's so many things that go on in our world that you can't see it all. Mm-hmm. But people looking specifically for stories like that watch her channel and somebody said, "Oh my God, I know, I've seen that guy." Insane.
Well, I mean, you mentioned that shooting in New York. I mean, they're thinking now that he's probably fled the city. He's probably like, I don't know, 10 states away and just crossing into Mexico. But they got a photo of the guy's face. Apparently he was flirting with like the receptionist at a hotel or something. And there's already like people saying, okay, who should play him? Who should play him in the movie? And I think he does look a little bit like Timothée Chalamet. But, or I don't know. I mean, it's I'm just waiting for pre-crime to come into existence.
I know it's pretty close.
Yeah.
It's pretty close, man.
But no, I mean, Japan's interesting. I mean, first of all, like I said, it's vending machine nation. You can find vending machines everywhere, and they don't just sell sodas; they sell everything: ice cream, cakes, food, microwavable food. You couldn't get away with that here because people would bust the machines open. But in Japan, it's they got robots everywhere because I hate to say it, Japan is dying out. There's not enough young people being born. So if you're in a restaurant and labor is really tight, and you live in a place that it's not really sold on the idea of immigration, of importing workers from outside, robots. You only need one lady on the floor just to handle any problems that come up, and you just let the robots, do all the serving. And let's see, I saw Mount Fuji.
Here, hold on. I'll be right back. Just sorry, I gotta hit the head. I'll be right back. Keep going.
My mother insisted that we go to the top of the Tokyo Skytree, which is I think the largest tower in Asia. You can see all of Tokyo below it. Mm-hmm. It wasn't that interesting though, because honestly, every city in the world looks like every other city in the world nowadays. I mean, it's all a bunch of concrete boxes, especially from 2,000 feet up. You're looking down, it's Yeah, this looks like Manhattan or Brooklyn or downtown Des Moines or Kansas City from like 2,000 feet up. You can't really tell that it's Tokyo because Tokyo it looks like everywhere else. I don't know if that makes that makes me sad. I think we're losing something when with modernity.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even here in the States, every place looks like everywhere else now. I mean, all the towns around here, a lot of them have those old school downtowns with old fashioned buildings.
That's what we've got.
And then but like all the newer construction taken over, it's just like giant glass and concrete boxes.
Mm-hmm.
They look like everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes you feel a little bit melancholy.
Yeah, man, I like some varied architecture for sure.
But the other thing about that place is that, like, when you got to the top, all the walls were painted to advertise like some weird anime that was just coming out. I looked it up, and the story was completely incomprehensible. I remember my mom thinking, "Wait a minute, you've basically got you've got this very small room." But where did Drew go? Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, we stepped away for a bit. Yeah, so you got this very, very small tower at the top of like a 2,000 foot tall iron spike.
Mm-hmm.
Advertising that because it's gotta be going for a premium, and you're using it to like anime.
That's pretty cool.
I thought it was cool. And the thing is that when you're on the train there, everybody's looking at their phones, and 9 times out of 10 they're either shopping or they're reading manga. They have manga apps now. And you just sit on the train and you read them. And it's not like Comixology or any of the apps they've had here. They're like, I think because the manga are now drawn with the internet in mind, so they don't have no more weird layouts. Like everything is kind of like designed with it's drawn with the screen in mind.
Yeah.
So you can just like flick through it. You don't have to resize it or pinch it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's cool.
I'm boring you, aren't I?
Nope. No, I'm just thinking about Japan, man. I want to go so bad.
The what?
There's a blockchain conference every year. Well, there's a couple, but this year I want to maybe hit it if I can.
All right. Well, I don't know. I mean, look, I wanted to buy more manga just so I could show it to Avery and all the others, but I just didn't have the money. But I mean, it's kind of sad, isn't it? Because in Japan, it's still a viable part of the culture. I mean, everybody reads manga. I mean, there's manga for kids, there's manga for adults, there's manga for old people. And when you're sitting on the train and looking over the shoulders, everybody's reading like one manga or another.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's awesome, man.
And nobody's reading comic books here. I mean, if you're sitting on the train, well, if they're reading at all, they're probably reading, something else entirely, or they're probably reading manga. And I mean,
different culture, man.
Yeah, but no, it's just that we used to be like that. But it's just that it just bothers me that they really drove that industry right into the ground here.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it's driven to the ground here, man. It's one of the most popular, ubiquitous, maybe not manga, but at least anime. But I mean,
no.
Instead of like it being like light novel, manga, anime, the Discovery Funnel's anime.
No, I meant the American comic book industry.
American comic book industry. Well, yeah.
Well, I think though that, I think my personal view is it might actually be a good thing if the big two, Marvel and DC, kind of get knocked off their perch, and they become just another group of mid-tier publishers, because that'll open up a lot of space for everyone else to experiment. And
yeah, but I mean, it's not driven into the culture as deeply and as long as
well, it was for the longest time, but just kind of withered.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I think but no, things I feel like, I mean, there are comic book drawing AIs out there right now, and they can draw. Well, it's not great art, but it's adequate art.
Mm.
And what I'm thinking is that you can use this sort of thing. If you're someone who has a story to tell and you want to tell in a comic book form, but you don't have the time to learn or the budget to hire an artist, you could probably possibly use the AI to draw the story for you. And it won't be the best art. It'll probably be very derivative, but it'll be functional art. And if your main focus is and if your main focus is just telling a good story, that'll be enough.
Yeah.
Do you want to show it? Do you want to share it?
What? Yeah, I haven't worked on it yet. I haven't started using it yet, but
yeah, I don't know, but you can show a demo.
Yeah, Comic Maker AI, I think it's called. Let me show you the link. All right, I'll share my screen again, okay? I literally just signed up for this thing yesterday, and I haven't even begun to use it yet because I've just been, working on a lot of shit this week that I want to share about because it's just, annoying. Todd knows what I'm talking about, and I'll leave it at that. All right, am I sharing right now?
No. Yep.
All right, this is the place I found. Create comics with AI. Unleash the unparalleled magic of Comics Maker AI, where your wildest yada yada yada. Page designer, text to image, control net, features, generate AI artwork using so. Can create amazing layouts. Control net. So basically, you can turn doodles.
Having control net's awesome, man.
Yeah. In painting.
What's that site again?
Comicsmaker.ai. Pricing. It's the most expensive version is like $10 a month. And so I signed in. Let me try logging in real quick.
Don't show your password.
Oh. All right, I'm going to stop sharing for a moment, okay?
We were live right then and there, weren't we?
Yes, we were, but you know what? I don't give a shit because no one's watching.
You said it, not me.
Well, hold on.
Todd, you might have to edit that part out of the live stream.
Okay.
It wasn't his pass, was it? It's just his email.
No, it's just email.
My actual password is
yeah.
Well, it involves Avery, Todd, Dusty, and a banana shaped dildo. And we'll leave it at that.
Great.
All right, sharing again, okay?
Okay.
So it's called Last Tuesday? Is your password?
Oh wow!
Yeah, pretty much. I haven't, like I said, I haven't used it yet, but I mean, so this is the main screen. I still got the free account. I'm probably gonna sign up for the new one. Let's create. Now, go fuck yourself. And you'll create a page. All right, so create characters. Create character.
So can you give this thing your character designs?
Yeah, I think you can actually.
That's what ControlNet does. Like ControlNet models a pose, so it's basically saying that you can actually pose it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't know why it's taking so damn long. Probably because we're sharing and it eats up a bandwidth. But now it's here we are. So yeah, created a generic character. Art by Mebius, boy with blonde hair. It does kind of look like Mebius, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does kind of look like Mobius.
Train. You can like train a character to you can upload a character, image of the character you want the AI to learn. It's like, yeah, I guess this is where you would upload your own characters, and you can just train it to do shit.
It might be where that looks actually fairly better than I thought. So maybe it's something we could mess with.
Well, we'll think about it. I mean, if like I said, even if you can just use this to like this is like I guess it's like a gallery of stuff people have created.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Interesting. No, page not found. Okay. Well, look, it's like I said, it's not great art. I mean, it's obviously derived from actual styles of people, but old Joe. Next. All right, well, maybe that's your cup of tea. I personally, I don't really care one or the other. Next, that does kind of look a little bit like Jim Lee, doesn't it? Or maybe I forgot the name. It's pretty girl in short shorts. I might, yeah, for something like this, you could use this to, if for what I want to use it for, this is really good enough. I can't draw to save my life. I could probably learn if I had like 5 or 6 years, but I don't want to wait that long. So yeah, no, I mean, I think with something like this, we could actually use it if we're like, if we've got a lot of work to do and not enough risks to work on it, we could try using this. I mean, it'll be there's a learning curve, obviously, but I think once we get the hang of it. Oh, this is like 26 page. This is like a 26-page comic right here.
That's cool.
I mean, this art's kind of shit, but
we just stretched it to fill. He didn't. He just rendered squares and stretched the images, but
yeah. But
you're not talking about people that know what to do, so.
Yeah, but and plus, like it's obviously amateur hour here, but you guys see the possibilities, don't you?
Yeah.
Certainly worth exploring. It seems like.
Hey, $10 a month. It's that's probably going to go up as they learn more. But the model who said, "Let's get tested for HIV," I'm going to click it.
I'm going to click it.
Oh, what the hell language is that? Oh, I think it's Hindu. No, Hindi. I think I know that guy, actually. I know someone like him. Oh, it's like a public service announcement for shit. All right, so let's see what else is here. Guides. How to create panels, prompt guide, character creation, control net, composition guide. Oh yeah, so this you can actually take like scribbles into art. So like this becomes this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this becomes this. And, this is like, I wouldn't call it professional grade, but if
it's better than Nightwing's butt or whatever we saw.
But in his defense, he did have a very nice butt. Very, very, very lovingly sculpted.
Oh, you missed it. I'll have to show it to you.
All right, so character guide. I mean, it's not perfect, obviously. There's probably gonna be a lot of trial and error to use this. But
all right, I got to take off, guys.
I'm gonna get rid of this because.
Later, Avery.
Talk to you later, Avery.
Later, guys. Bye.
Goodbye. Delete that.
Right.
I don't know why I did that. All right. So, what do you guys think?
It's pretty cool, man.
I'm probably gonna fiddle with it tonight.
All right. Well, I'll put the link in the private chat.
I wish I had my little. Well, I do somewhere. I've got a really cheapo, basic ass tablet.
Yeah, well,
I wonder if I can break it out.
I mean, I'd like to spend time working on it, but the thing is, I'm working on three separate projects plus Todd stuff I'm doing for Todd. So don't know where I'm going to find the time, but I've got an idea for a space opera story that I want to work on, and I think it'd be good for comics. But I mean, and because I don't think it's the wrong way, Andrew, but I think the problem with a lot of modern comics now is that they don't care about the stories anymore. It's all about the covers. People are buying them for the covers, and what's inside the story, inside the covers, doesn't really get as much attention anymore. I mean, the art's important, but you're still trying to tell a story.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Put out dog shit covers with the best interiors ever.
Yeah, well, I mean, Look, there are mangas in Japan that are really popular, and the art is just like at best mediocre.
Oh, dude, there's a lot of shit manga, especially like the Doshinjis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Some of those are like terrible.
Well, I mean that's
Yeah.
Doujinshis are just
it's all fan stuff, I mean,
it's like some of it's really good, a lot of it isn't. You get what you get, but I'm talking about professional grade mangas. Like some of the most popular ones, the art is just kind of mediocre, but what sells it is the story is just so damn good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's the story that matters. The art is just a medium for the story. I mean, I hate to say it to you comic book guys, but
that's true. But I mean, like with those manga, you're talking about like if you're going to try to be prolific, you're talking about multiple volumes over a long time. I can see how like that would be more, right? I suppose important in the longevity sense.
Well, I think a lot of it. Well, the thing is that we got to remember with the manga guys, the mangakas. Those guys are churning out like what 20 pages a week. I mean,
yeah.
The drawing style has to be dumbed down, I think, to accommodate that. I mean, those guys can create some really amazing stuff when they're under great pressure, but even so, you're not gonna have the same freedom as like McFarlane and the people back in the Image guys who could literally who would literally craft a masterpiece, and they take like a whole day just to do it, or like 2 days just for one page. You can't get away with that with manga. You have to grind it out.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. I mean,
remember they don't have teams. They're not working with teams. It's all one guy usually. I mean, the guy writing the story is also the guy. Well, the guy drawing is also the guy telling the story.
Yeah, chain smoking cigarettes in their studio. Like I've seen the photos, looking like they're 80 and they're like 35.
Yeah,
it's exactly. They're like exactly.
I mean, there are downsides to the Japanese approach to it. I mean, it's mangakas have a reputation for dying young for obvious reasons. But
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if we can use something like this to generate stories, even just backgrounds, just the backgrounds, and then we hand draw in the actual main characters, or better yet, we use this to train the characters.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could crank out as many stories as we want in a fraction of the time it would normally take. I'm
working on an actual production line system for that. So
yeah, I mean, I'm thinking this could be an asset to us. Even if we don't use it, we could use it for just to test things out to see if they actually work.
Yeah,
and then
sure.
Right,
well, dude, this was a good session, man. Good Friday.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
welcome back.
No, I'm happy to be back. I mean, believe it or not, I'm actually glad to be home. Even though Japan is awesome, I'm still an American, and I really did miss my own country. And I mean, look, let me put it this way: not to knock my mother's country, but Japan is a great place to visit. But if you live there, it's a whole other thing because it's a very, very conformist society.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like here in the States, let me put it this way: no one jaywalks there. Like the street can be completely deserted at 2 a.m. and no one will jaywalk. So as a former New Yorker, that's just like incomprehensible.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But I understand.
Singapore's like that too, except they'll they'll throw you in jail for jaywalking and they're really against that. Japan's just like you just don't do it.
It's a great place to live, but it's a great place to visit. But if you live there and you're not Japanese and you don't really know the culture, there's a very steep learning curve. And honestly, at my age, I'd just rather stay in Florida and bitch about how much more expensive it is to eat out here, which it is. But you really can't get a good burger there. I mean, they have a chain called Shogun Burgers, which I did not eat in. But see, I don't get people who go to Japan and eat at McDonald's.
Because they have crazy McDonald's, man. They have all different menu.
But why would you go to Japan just to eat at the same shitty fast food joints you had back in Michigan or Minnesota or Delaware or Jersey, when there's such good ramen shops down the street where you can get a decent meal for half the price?
I mean, I feel you, but I mean, there's still novelty to it. But I can also get a bomb ass bowl of ramen at Ramen Star in Denver.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, there's each
that ramen was the shit, man. That was the best ramen I've ever had.
There's a really good
Star
ramen.
was amazing.
There's Ichi Naren which is on Beach Street here in Daytona. They have a ramen. They do ramen fusion. It's really good. At least it would be if they get all the vagrants off Beach Street, which they've been trying to for years. That's the other thing about Japan. They don't have, you know, all the crazy street stuff you see here. In other words, you know, like you don't see like drugged out people kind of like walking in circles on street corners, like shouting at the voices in their head.
Mm-hmm.
They have them obviously, but they don't. They kind of like push them out of sight. I'm not sure if that's a better approach, but it does make for a cleaner street.
Fair enough.
I'm starting to babble, which is a good sign that I'm probably
no, it's a good.
In the next few minutes.
That's awesome. Well, yeah, this was an awesome Friday, man. I'm very excited and
hey,
good nerd den.
Doug, if you mess around with that, let me know what you come up with, because I'm not sure when I'm going to have the time to learn it. But if you can like get familiar with it, maybe we can see what the possibilities are.
I'm just gonna load it with all pictures of Drew.
That I approve of for sure.
Well, you know, better than my idea of loading it up with all pictures of classic porn stars.
I didn't say what he'd be wearing. all I can grab are face images, so I just got to leave the rest to my imagination.
Wearing nothing at all.
Oh boy.
Yeah, do they have a really not safe for work section?
I don't know. I you know, all these AIs are so freaked out about being used to create kiddie porn that it's like almost impossible to create anything.
That one doesn't seem too worried about copyright infringement, because there were some definite like logos and stuff on there. That'll, you know, just wait till give it a month.
Yeah,
they'll file a
injunction,
DMCA and shit.
Well, yeah, I think the copyright's not about. I think the copyright's a problem, but I think what really bothers them right at the moment is just that there are a lot of like horny guys out there who are using this stuff to create, you know, smut, and they don't want to do that, because if someone does it to like for example, to create a pornographic version of a religious figure like Muhammad, and it gets out there, you know, that's like, you know, riots and death threats time. Or, you know, or like someone uses it to create like suggestive pictures of 14-year-old girls, even though they're not real. That's like a you know like a media shitstorm waiting to pour on their heads in all its smelly glory. So you can't really use a lot of words. Just, you know, it's hard to create attractive people in like Midjourney now, because they're just so freaked out about being used to create pornography. I mean, maybe it'll be different with this one. I mean, this still looks pretty new, so maybe the safeguards aren't in yet. So, yeah, get your freak on now while you can.
And with that, I'm going to bed.
All right. Sorry to drag it out, guys.
All right. Love you guys. Happy Friday.
Yeah.
And with that, we will end the stream.